You are in a dark, dark room. Why? So children, we are going to carry on with the story of the forest man Mula. What does Mula mean in the local language?
Mula means winter radish.
Exactly, the winter radish. Mula means the winter radish. And why was his name Mola? Why was he called Mola?
Mm,
Be-
his cheeks was pink.
His
His
cheeks
pink
were just like the
winter
winter.
radish.
Hello, Aradhya. Hello, Prisha.
Yes.
Good afternoon. All right, let's look at this story. What happened next? Are Sagar, message your friend, what is her name? Ankush. Ankush is
Good
in.
afternoon.
Good afternoon, Sagar. I think Ankush is in the group, isn't he?
Sir, I am Raj.
Yay, Raj. I noticed Ankush is in the group. Why is he not joining? Okay, children, let's carry on. So, why he started planting trees is the question most people ask him, right? Why did you start it? Where, Ankush Beta, why were you waiting? Anshika Beta, why were you waiting for the invitation? Because 3 o'clock is when we start the class, children. Okay, so don't wait for the invitation. Come quickly as soon as it gets 3 o'clock. Okay. Yeah, we were talking about the book here. He started planting trees because he realized that regular flooding or regular floods, annual floods in the Brahmaputra, washed away the fertile layer, top layer of the soil, right? And he wanted to make his desert, a forest again. So he started planting trees. First thing he did was he made a boat, right? Every day he used that small boat to plant saplings, came back using the same boat. He still has that boat. Okay. As a child, Jadav met Jadabesh Barua. Jadabesh Barua. I don't know who this guy is. Jadabesh Barua, an agricultural scientist. Okay, beta? As a child, Jadav met Jadabesh Barua, an agricultural scientist. Jadabesh Barua was an agricultural scientist. Beta, there are scientists of all kinds, right?
Yes,
Scientists
sir.
all are the same. Some scientists have interest in moons and stars, right? They are called astronomers. They are called astronomers. And then there are scientists who have interest in animals. They are called zoologists.
Sir,
Okay.
geography also.
Yes, beta, exactly. And some scientists have interest in agriculture.
Horticulture.
All right. So these agriculture, kheti. So some scientists have interest in agriculture. Agriculture means children, kheti, right?
Yes, sir.
Those experts are called agricultural scientists.
No, sir.
Agriculture,
Horticulture.
beta,
Horticulture.
that's a different thing, Adib. We are talking about agricultural scientists, not horticulture here, okay? We are not talking about horticulture. These words, horticulture and many other cultures you will learn, they are growing different things like fish and hens and all these things, okay? We are talking about agricultural scientist, a scientist who has interest in agriculture. An agricultural scientist has interest in
Uh, Agriculture.
agriculture, obviously. An agricultural scientist
Agriculture.
has interest in agriculture. All right, beta?
Yes.
And come here. I'm going to take you. When you learn a word, beta, it's important that you learn it in the right way. Horticulture is defined as the branch of agriculture concerned with growing plants that are used by people for food, for medical purposes, and for aesthetic gratification. Okay. So horticulture word is used to refer to that kind of agriculture, okay, which is related to growing, food and medicinal things, and aesthetic gratification means beta to make something look more beautiful. A landscape is made more beautiful by planting some certain plants. So horticulture is slightly different, okay? Horticulture is the cultivation of plants in
Sir,
gardens, greenhouses, habitat.
sir.
habitat.
Gratification means.
जब आप धीरे धीरे वर्ड सीखेंगे बेटा, ऐसा नहीं कि कोई वर्ड सामने आए ना तो आप उसको सीख ही जाएंगे, जरूरी नहीं है तुरंत, ठीक है बेटा? ऐसा समझिएगा कि जैसे अगर कोई वर्ड मैं आपको बताऊं बेटा, श्रद्धांजलि एक वर्ड है, ओके? हिंदी का वर्ड है ना बेटा, श्रद्धांजलि।
Yes.
हम लोग हिंदी तो सबके सब बोलते हैं। आप एक काम करिए, आपकी जो सबसे छोटे भाई बहन है ना, जो 6, 7, 8 साल के हैं, उनको जाके कितना भी आप समझाने की कोशिश करेंगे ना श्रद्धांजलि क्या होता है, उनको महसूस नहीं होगा वो वर्ड। वो सुन के हाँ बोल देंगे। कुछ वर्ड्स ना बेटा उम्र के हिसाब से महसूस होते हैं, ठीक है? चलिए मैं आपको सिखाने की कोशिश करता हूँ यहाँ पे कि ग्रेटिफिकेशन क्या होता है बेटा। तो जब कोई ख्याल मन में होता है, जब कोई ख्वाहिश होती है मन में, उसको पूरा करते ना, तो उस ख्याल को, उस ख्वाहिश को ग्रेटिफाई करते हैं। ग्रेटिफाई करना मतलब पूरा करना होता है बेटा, ठीक है? तो जैसे मैं आपको समझा रहा हूँ जिस तरीके से, कुछ ऐसे वर्ड है ना बेटा जिनको हिंदी में सिखाना ना नेक्स्ट टू इम्पॉसिबल हो जाता है। अभी आप जितने उम्र में हैं, जितनी कम उम्र है आपकी, जितनी छोटी सी जानकारी है, ये सेंटेंस आपके लिए नहीं लिखा हुआ था, ठीक है, मैंने ये सिर्फ आपके लिए पढ़ दिया यहाँ पर। हॉर्टिकल्चर वर्ड आप जो सुने हो बेटा, हॉर्टिकल्चर एग्रीकल्चर का एक हिस्सा है। क्या समझे अदीप?
हॉर्टिकल्चर एग्रीकल्चर का एक हिस्सा है।
कौन सा हिस्सा है बेटा? जिसमें
फूड।
हम लोग गार्डन वगैरह में कैसे सुंदर तरीके से फूल फल ये पौधे लगाते हैं खूबसूरती के लिए, फिर ग्रीन हाउस है जैसे कि ऊपर से ऐसे कुछ ऐसे फल फूल उपजाते हैं ना, जो जिसके लिए हमें पहले ऊपर ढकना पड़ता है बेटा, ग्रीन हाउस बनाना पड़ता है, ठीक है। तो इससे जुड़े हाँ बेटा, इससे जुड़े खेती को ना हॉर्टिकल्चर कहते हैं। आपने ये वर्ड कहाँ सीखा बेटा, पहले ये बताइए।
बुक में।
कहाँ है आपके बुक में ये वर्ड? किस बुक में है बेटा?
जी के।
दैट्स द प्रॉब्लम। जीके वगैरह जो है ना, आपकी उम्र का ख्याल रख करके वो नहीं चलाते, ठीक है, वो कुछ भी डाल देते हैं। देखिए बेटा, okay, some examples are cereal, pulses, roots and tubers, sugar crops, some oilseed crops, vegetable crops, and some crops to feed animals. Other crops are sown or planted once or not replanted after each annual harvest. These are called permanent crops and are mainly trees, bushes, shrubs, and vines and palms. Okay. So, हॉर्टिकल्चर बेटा एग्रीकल्चर का एक हिस्सा है, और एग्रीकल्चर में सारी चीजें, हर तरह की खेती को एग्रीकल्चर बोलते हैं बेटा। कुछ भी उपजाते हैं ना उसको एग्रीकल्चर बोलते हैं। हॉर्टिकल्चर उसका एक हिस्सा है जिसमें हम लोग फूड उपजाते हैं, खूबसूरती के लिए पौधे लगाते हैं, इन सब चीजों को हॉर्टिकल्चर कहते हैं बेटा। लेकिन हमारा बात क्या हो रहा था अदीप बेटा यहाँ पे? एज ए चाइल्ड, नहीं नहीं, गौर से सुनिएगा बेटा। एज ए चाइल्ड जादव में ज्यादा बेश बरुआ, जब वो जादव बच्चा था ना बेटा, एज ए चाइल्ड जादव मेट, मेट इज द पास्ट फॉर्म ऑफ मीट। आप पढ़े हो ना, कुछ वर्ब के पास्ट फॉर्म मैंने बताए थे, टॉक टॉक, लिव लिव्ड, गो
loved,
हाँ exactly। तो मीट का पास्ट फॉर्म क्या होता है? मीट का पास्ट फॉर्म क्या होता है बेटा? मेट।
met,
आज तुम्हें पिटना है पक्का। तो ये देखना बेटा, MET, मेट, मेट इज द V2 फॉर्म, यानी पास्ट फॉर्म ऑफ मीट। एक इंग्लिश में ना हर एक वर्ब के 5 फॉर्म्स होते हैं बच्चे। इंग्लिश में हर एक वर्ब के कितने फॉर्म्स होते हैं? 5 फॉर्म्स। और उसमें एक फॉर्म होता है जिसको हम लोग पास्ट फॉर्म कहते हैं। पास्ट फॉर्म जब पास्ट के बारे में बात करते हैं तो वो यूज करते हैं। जैसे मैं अगर बोलता हूँ बेटा कि मैं बनाना खाता हूं, तो आई ईट बनाना, मैं बोलता हूँ मैं बनाना खाता हूँ, आई ईट बनाना, ठीक है। लेकिन अगर मुझे बोलना है कि कल रात मैंने बनाना खाया था, मैं ईट नहीं बोलूंगा बेटा, मैं ईट नहीं बोलूंगा, मैं बोलूंगा आई एट बनाना लास्ट नाइट। मैं क्या बोलूंगा? आई एट। हाँ, क्योंकि एट क्या है बेटा? पास्ट टेंस ऑफ ईट, ठीक है। सुनो मेरी बात, मैं अगर बोलना चाहता हूँ कि मैं बनाना खाता हूँ, तो मैं कैसे बोलूंगा? आई ईट बनाना, ओके। लेकिन अगर मैं बोलना चाहता हूँ कल मैंने बनाना खाया था, तो मैं कैसे बोलूंगा? आई एट बनाना
the banana at
yesterday, ओके। कुछ और भी बोल के दिखा दूं ताकि आपके दिमाग में क्लियर हो जाए बेटा कैसे यूज होता है, ठीक है। अगर आप बोलते हैं हम टीवी देखते हैं, हम टीवी देखते हैं, तो आप बोलते हैं आई वॉच टीवी, ओके। अगर आप बोलना चाहते हैं कल रात हम टीवी देखे थे, तो आप कैसे बोलेंगे?
I watched TV at night.
यस बेटा, लास्ट नाइट आई वॉच टीवी, आई लास्ट नाइट। वहां वॉच टीवी बोलना पड़ेगा, WATCHED,
watched.
यस वॉच, ओके, आई वॉच टीवी, ओके। कुछ और भी एग्जांपल्स देता हूँ ताकि आप और अच्छे से समझ जाएं। मैं स्कूल जाता हूँ, कैसे बोलते बेटा?
I am going school.
आई गो टू स्कूल, मतलब
I go. I go to school.
I go to
Go.
school. I go to
Go.
school. I go to school. हम स्कूल जाते हैं. I go to school. Okay. लेकिन अगर आपको बोलना है हम स्कूल गए थे, तो क्या कौन सा टेंस बोलना पड़ेगा बेटा? पास्ट टेंस. गए थे.
I gone to school. I goes to school.
E2 is went. Past tense went होता है बेटा. Go का past tense क्या होता है? Went.
When.
Went. तो आप बोलेंगे I went to school. Okay. तो ये सब चीजें धीरे धीरे हम सही कर लेंगे हम लोग समय के साथ. और भी कुछ एग्जांपल दे देता हूं आपको. ओके. मैं ना अच्छा बेटा, सी मतलब देखना होता है ना. सी मतलब देखना होता है. SEE मतलब. तो मैंने एक बुरा सपना देखा. देखा. मैंने एक बुरा सपना देखा. तो पास्ट टाइम की बात लग रही है कि नहीं लग रही? देखा से है ना. तो बोलेंगे आई सॉ. सी नहीं बोलेंगे. क्या बोलेंगे बेटा?
Saw.
पास्ट टेंस बोलेंगे. आई सॉ ए बैड ड्रीम. आई सॉ ए बैड ड्रीम. यस. तो इंग्लिश में हर एक वर्ब के 5 फॉर्म्स होते हैं. उसमें से एक फॉर्म बहुत कॉमनली यूज होता है पास्ट टेंस. पास्ट के बारे में बात करने के लिए. जो बात खत्म हो गई उसके बारे में बात करने के लिए. ठीक है. अगर आप बोलना चाहते हैं मम्मी कल चिकन बनाई थी. ओके. तो कुक मतलब तो बनाना होता है, आप जानते हैं. लेकिन कल थी तो आपको कुक नहीं बोल के क्या बोलना पड़ेगा? कुक का पास्ट फॉर्म. कैसे
Cook.
बोलेंगे?
Cooked.
My mother.
Cooked.
हाँ. My mother cooked chicken yesterday. ठीक है. My mother cooked chicken yesterday. ठीक है. तो आप बोलते हैं हम 6 बजे उठते हैं. हम 6 बजे उठते हैं. I wake up.
Wake up at 6 p.m.
बिल्कुल. अगर हम बोलना चाहते लेकिन आज हम ना 7 बजे उठे थे. लेकिन आज 7 बजे उठे थे. अब वेकअप नहीं बोल सकते बेटा, क्योंकि आपने कहा उठे थे. उठे थे मतलब पास्ट की बात कर रहे हैं, है ना. उठे थे. तो आज हम सुबह 7 बजे उठे थे. आप इंग्लिश बोलेंगे आई. और वेकअप का पास्ट टेंस पता है किसी को?
Waked. No, sir.
वोक अप.
Woke up.
हाँ. आई वोक अप एट 7 टुडे. क्या बोलेंगे?
I woke up at 7 today.
I woke up at 7 today. Yes, Raj. Is there a confusion, beta?
No, sir.
Okay. I woke up at 7 today.
I woke up at 7 today.
अगर आप बोलते बेटा कि हम 10 बजे सो जाते हैं, हम 10 बजे सो जाते हैं, आप बोलेंगे I go to bed या I sleep at 10 o'clock. I go to bed at 10 o'clock या I sleep at 10 o'clock, right? लेकिन अगर आप बोलते कल रात हम 9 बजे सोए थे या कल रात 11 बजे सोए थे, तो आप कल रात की बात कर रहे हैं. पास्ट सोए थे, आप बोल रहे सोए थे. तो आप इंग्लिश में कैसे बोलेंगे बेटा?
I
I
11.
स्लीप का पास्ट. स्लीप का पास्ट टेंस क्या होता है बेटा?
Slept.
स्लेप्ट. स्लेप्ट.
Slept.
ओके. हाँ. क्या बोलेंगे बेटा? आई
Slept.
एट 11 लास्ट नाइट.
Yes, sir.
स्लेप्ट एट 11 o'clock लास्ट नाइट. तो आप गौर कर रहे हो ना कि आपको क्या करना पड़ता है? वर्ब का पास्ट फॉर्म यूज करना पड़ता है. ठीक कर. ओके. तो बेटा एज अ चाइल्ड ज्यादा मेट ज्यादा बेश बरुआ. ओके. कौन है? हाँ. उनका क्लास है. तो आपको बोलना नहीं, आपको पूछना होता है.
आप पूछते हैं कितना जल्दी क्यों आ जाते हैं बोलते हैं तो कितना बोलते हैं
ओके, चलिए देखते हैं। एज अ चाइल्ड, जब यादव बच्चे थे, एज अ चाइल्ड यादव मेट जादवेश बरुआ, वो जादवेश बरुआ से मिले। अब देखिए बेटा, जादवेश बरुआ के बारे में कुछ कैसे बताते हैं हम लोग। एक कॉमा देखते हैं बरुआ के बाद, जादवेश बरुआ। कैन यू सी ए कॉमा बेटा? कैन यू सी ए कॉमा?
यस सर
And after that comma, you
यस
see an agricultural scientist. इसका मतलब क्या हुआ बेटा? कि जादवेश बरुआ was an agricultural scientist. एग्रीकल्चरल साइंटिस्ट से किसका फायदा होगा बेटा? फार्मर,
यादव
फार्मर्स का,
का
फार्मर,
फार्मर
फार्मर्स का,
फार्मर
फार्मर्स उनसे हेल्प ले सकते हैं। जैसे उनके पास ज्ञान होता है, एग्रीकल्चरल साइंटिस्ट नो अ लॉट। वो जानते हैं कौन से फसल के बाद कौन सा फसल बोना चाहिए, एंड हाउ मच fertilizer we should use, and so many other things. They are experts, right? Agricultural scientists. So who used to give him saplings of betel leaves, and ye Jadabesh Barua used to give him saplings of betel leaves. ये जदाबेश बरुआ क्या करते थे बेटा? उनको बीटल लीव्स मतलब पान के पत्ते, पान, बीटल मतलब पान, ओके, बीटल मतलब पान, बीटल लीव्स, उनको बीटल लीव्स के सैपलिंग्स देते थे। फिर से पढ़ते बेटा। एज अ चाइल्ड, यादव मेड जदाबेश बरुआ an agricultural scientist who used to give him saplings of bitter leaves. Barua Sahab used to give Jadav saplings of bitter leaves and 25 paise. Not only saplings, he gave him saplings and also gave him 25 paise. Barua took his hand one day and said, Barua took his hand one day, uska haath pakda. Barua took his hand one day and said, plant trees and they will take care of all of us. Plant trees and they will take care of all of us. They means तीन
जब
होता
कल्चर साइंटिस्ट साइंटिस्ट
है। They plant trees and they will take care of all of us.
प्लांट ट्रीज मतलब हम लोग हो आदमी लोग हो
नहीं बेटा, प्लांट ट्रीज मतलब ट्रीज को लगाइए, आप ट्रीज लगाइए। बरुआ ने क्या कहा उनका हाथ पकड़ के? आप ट्रीज लगाओ, प्लांट ट्रीज एंड दे विल मतलब प्लांट्स विल, ट्रीज विल टेक केयर ऑफ ऑल ऑफ अस। और जो पेड़ जो है ना, वो हम लोग का ख्याल रख लेंगे। यानी आप पेड़ लगाओ, आप पेड़ आपकी देखभाल कर लेंगे बाद में। दे विल टेक केयर ऑफ ऑल ऑफ अस। किसने कहा ये बात उनको? जादव को। किसने कहा ये बात? जादवेश बरुआ ने कहा। Who was Jadabesh Barua? He was an agricultural
एन
scientist.
एग्रीकल्चरल
Agricultural,
साइंटिस्ट
exactly, agricultural scientist. Okay. Now, Barua took his hand one day and said, plant trees and they will take care of all of us. So when Jadav saw his land turning into a desert, when Jadav saw his land turning into a desert, when Jadav saw, देखो बेटा, saw आ गया ना, सी नहीं है, saw लिखा है ना, तो इसकी हिंदी क्या करेंगे बेटा? जब जादव ने देखा, जब जादव ने देखा, when Jadav saw is the past form of see, right children? When Jadav saw his land turning into a desert, he decided to take responsibility. He saw, oh my God, my land is turning into a desert. मेरा land तो एकदम desert बनता जा रहा है. Desert means, you understand ना?
Yes, sir.
Dry land with no
barren land
barren land, exactly, you know. So he said, oh my God, I need to take responsibility, you know. मुझे ही कुछ करना होगा, right? He decided to take responsibility. It will be a beautiful thing if a child is taught to plant a sapling and to take care of it. It will be a beautiful thing if a child is taught to plant a sapling and to take care of it. ये जादव साहब कह रहे हैं, it will be a beautiful thing, बहुत खूबसूरत बात होगी. It will be a beautiful thing if a child is taught to plant a sapling and to take care of it. So here Jadav Sahab is saying that we should teach young children to plant saplings and to take care of those saplings. We should teach young children how to plant saplings and how to take care of them. And it will be a nice thing to do. Had this been done 30 years back, would global warming and climate change have dared to touch us? Jadav says. तो बेटा आप किस क्लास में हो अदीप बेटा?
6th.
6th क्लास में हो आप, राइट?
Yes,
मैं
sir.
ऐसे मानो कि आपके किताब की ये जो लाइंस हैं, आपके किसी बच्चे को कुछ भी समझ में आता होगा कि क्या लिखा है. कैसे मानूं मैं? क्योंकि ये जो स्ट्रक्चर्स यूज किए गए हैं, ठीक है, वो आपके स्कूल में कुछ टीचर्स भी परेशान रहते हैं, ठीक है, समझने में. बेटा आप तो ये स्टोरी पढ़ चुके हैं आदि स्कूल में.
Sir.
तो ये सेंटेंस पढ़िए तो बेटा. Had this been done 30 years back, would global warming and climate change have dared to touch us?
Had this been done 30 years back, would global warming and climate change have dared to touch us?
मतलब समझ में आया आपको क्या पढ़ा आपने?
Yes, sir.
ये बेटा
30 साल पहले क्या ग्लोबल वार्मिंग और क्लाइमेट चेंज इसे छुएंगे?
वेल ट्राइड अदीप बेटा. ना आपके समझ के लिए ये बात थी, ना समझ में आनी थी, ना आई. वो तो नेचुरल था. मैंने पहले ही कहा था कि ये क्लास 6 में हो आप. आराध्या आप भी 6 में, 5th में हो ना? आराध्या आप 5th में हो शायद.
Yes, sir. 5th.
हाँ. और राज आप 7th में हो ना?
Yes, sir.
और सागर, राहुल और अंकुश
5th में.
5.
3 में कौन है? राहुल तुम 3 में हो?
5.
नहीं सर.
5.
5. अंकुश 5th में है. और अमन राज कह रहा हूँ, अमर के बारे में नहीं पता मुझे. सागर आप किस क्लास में बेटा?
5.
और राहुल?
5.
तो आप सब 5th में हो, ठीक है. तो मैं ये बता देना चाहता हूँ, कई बार क्या होता है बेटा, ये जो प्राइवेट स्कूल्स किताबें लेती है ना पढ़ाने के लिए, वो कई बार वो बहुत ही स्टैंडर्ड किताबें नहीं लेती, ठीक. लेकिन कोई बात नहीं, मैं कोशिश करता हूँ यहाँ सिखाने की इस सेंटेंस को, ठीक है. वो कह रहे हैं had this been done 30 years back, अगर ये 30 साल पहले कर लिया गया होता. वो क्या कह रहे हैं? had this been done 30 years back, अगर ये 30 साल पहले कर लिया गया होता. किस बारे में बात करें बेटा? क्या 30 साल पहले कर लिया गया होता? What is he talking?
Planting.
Planting trees, right?
Yes.
Yes. कहते हैं कि अगर 30 साल पहले ये सब कर लिया गया होता है जो मैंने किया है, would global warming and climate change have dared to touch us? क्या ग्लोबल वार्मिंग और क्लाइमेट चेंज होता भी, जरा भी हम लोग को परेशान करता? बिल्कुल नहीं. would climate change have dared to touch us? हम लोग को छू भी पाता ये सब बीमारी, ये सब परेशानी? यू नो बेटा, पिछले 30, 40, 50 सालों में हम लोगों ने बहुत ज्यादा बदमाशी की है नेचर के साथ. We have played very rogue, we have played rogue with nature in last 30, 40 years, beta. We have not taken care of our planet. We have done a lot of damage, deforestation, cutting wood, cutting trees, removing forest, and, setting up factories, using a lot of cars. Nowadays, every person who has a little bit of money wants to give up his bicycle and wants to buy a bike, right? And those people who have a bike, when they get a little bit money, they want to buy a car. Even if they don't need a car, they buy a car and they drive it unnecessarily. One person sits in a car and goes 100 kilometers, 50 kilometers. Other people could travel together, but no, one person in one car, another person in another car. All these things are contributing to global warming and pollution, right? So human beings have been careless lately. In last 15, 20, 30 years, we have been very careless. And that's why you see the weather changes are so random, so abrupt. There is no pattern. In the past, there was more regularity in the change in weather, but nowadays weather changes all of a sudden. February will be too hot, April will be cold. There is so much irregularity in weather because of this global warming. So he's saying that we did not wake up on time. We did not realize the problem. We did not do anything at the right time. We should have done the planting and all these things 30 years ago. Okay, we are late. That's what Jadhav is saying. Had this been done 30 years back, would global warming and climate change have dared to touch us? Jadhav has traveled across the country. Jadhav has traveled across the country. Across the country means all over the country, beta. Jadhav has traveled in different parts of the country. He has traveled across the country and the world. He has traveled across the country and the world as well to give talks and attend conferences on climate change and environmental issues. But what do I say? There is this girl, what was her name? She became very famous because she gave an angry speech on one of those conferences on climate change. Do you remember the name of that girl who gave a very, very angry speech? She was from Europe somewhere. Do you remember who I'm talking about? Okay, wait for a second, children. Let me show you name of a girl. Greta Thunberg, yes. Greta Thunberg. Okay, beta, let me show you this person's photo. Greta Thunberg, take a look. This is Greta Thunberg, okay. She is from Sweden. She is Swedish, okay, and she's also an environmental activist, just like this man. What is his name? Mola, Jadhav. She's also an activist, okay, on nature, on climate, and she became famous when she gave a speech, beta. She gave a very, very famous speech.
Greta.
Wait for a second. I have to stop the recording, otherwise there can be. I'm stopping the recording, beta, because I don't want any, strike on my video on YouTube, copyright strike. So I'm going to stop the recording. You will not see this part in conference. Look, I forgot to start the recording. I spoke all these things and the recording wasn't on today. Happens. Okay, so he's attended a lot of conferences on climate change and environmental issues. Issues means problems. Okay, beta? Issues means problems. Environmental issues means environmental problems. But wherever he goes, his heart beats for his home. Okay, wherever he goes, his heart beats for his home. It means he misses India. Wherever he goes, he misses home. His heart beats for his home. It means, beta, his heart beats for his home. उनका दिल धड़कता है उनके घर के लिए. इसका मतलब he misses his home. He wants to come back. No matter where I go, I long to come back to my forest. I long. Long मतलब बेटा चाहत रखना. Okay. Long मतलब लंबा होता है ना. But that is an adjective. Here, no matter where I go, I long to come back. I long to come back means I want to come back. I want to come back to my forest, he says. Everything abroad is beautiful. When he goes abroad, when he goes to other countries, he likes everything. He says, everything abroad is beautiful. Speak and span, but there is no place like my forest. Speak and span. Let's Google this, beta. Spick and span. Neat, clean, and well looked after. Let me share the screen with you. There. My little house is spick and span, and K is missing, beta. There K is missing, okay? Just correct the spelling. S-P-I-C-K. Okay? Spick and span.
Spick and span.
Spick and span. My little house is spick and span. It means neat and clean and well looked after. Is your house spick and span? Neat,
Yes.
clean, and well looked after?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The sentence here is, everything abroad is beautiful, spick and span. Add K, beta, add K, okay? But there is no place like my forest. लेकिन चाहे जितना भी बढ़िया हो, हर चीज खूबसूरत है विदेश में, okay? सब कुछ साफ सुथरा झक्कास है, but there is no place like my forest. But he misses his forest whenever he goes out, goes abroad. People spend money to see tigers, rhinos, and elephants. I get to see them in their home for free. He's saying that people spend money to see tigers, rhinos, and elephants. How, beta? Tell me, how people spend money to see tigers, rhinos, and elephants? In which way? Can you tell me why he says people spend money to see tigers, rhinos,
Yes,
and
sir.
tell me?
People go to zoo and give him rupee.
Yeah. They buy tickets, right, beta? They buy tickets. They
Yes,
buy
sir.
tickets. Go to the
To see
zoo, buy tickets.
animals,
Exactly.
zebra.
Yes. So he says that everything abroad is beautiful. Speak in span means neat and clean and well looked after. But there is no place like my forest. And he also says that people spend, Aradhya beta, you're being distracted. You're being distracted. Okay. You're muted. I can't hear you. People spend money to see tigers, rhinos, and elephants. As you know, people buy tickets to go to, zoos. And some people come to Rajgir as well, right? A tiger safari, a wild safari, and these things they come here for. But he says, I get to see them. I get to see them in their home for free. He's so lucky, he thinks, right? Because he gets to see rhinos, tigers, elephants in their home, means in the forest. That too for free. He doesn't need to buy tickets. Now, part 2, a sapling a day. A sapling a day. Matlab samajh mein aaya beta? One tree, one sapling every day. A sapling a day. Now, Jairam Meena of Basond, Madhya Pradesh. Jairam Meena comes from Basond, Madhya Pradesh. Jairam Meena of Basond, Madhya Pradesh, remembers accompanying his grandfather as a 12-year-old to go plant saplings around their village. Now the story is changing, beta. Now we are talking about a new person. Who is this new person? Jairam Meena. Now we have a new hero. These are heroes, beta. These are climate heroes, right? These are heroes of the environment. They are the heroes of Mother Earth. We know heroes like Shah Rukh Khan, Ajay Devgan, and Akshay Kumar, but these are real heroes that we are talking about. They
Yes, sir.
have alone changed people's mindset. They have alone done things that were next to impossible. Nobody thought that these things were possible. They did it. Now we have a new hero. This hero's name is Jairam Meena. He is from Basond, Madhya Pradesh. He remembers accompanying his grandfather. Accompanying his grandfather means going with his grandfather. Accompanying his grandfather here means, beta, he remembers going with his grandfather, as a 12-year-old to go plant saplings around their village. So Jairam Meena's grandfather was also very aware about his climate's, environment. And he also planted saplings. And he was back then only 12 years of age. He went with his grandfather and he also planted saplings. Around 40 years on, 40 years have passed, beta. 40 years have passed. Aradhya, beta, please pay attention. Please pay attention. Around 40 years on, 40 years on means, beta, 40 years have passed. Okay? Around 40 years on, Jairam considered crazy. Okay? People consider him crazy, that he is not sensible like normal people. He's crazy. Jairam has made it his life's mission. Now, 40 years after all that experience, Aradhya, Prisha, you are being very, very naughty today in the class. Both of you place the mobile properly and sit down. Don't do any mischiefs, okay? Because
beating me.
Prisha, beta, don't distract your sister. Focus on what she's doing.
Frieza was sleeping. Then I said, Frieza, I saw you. You are sleeping. You are not studying. So Frieza was crying and beating me.
Oh, she was shouting at you and beating you.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
Prisha, beta, sleep well at night so that you don't feel sleepy during the daytime, okay? Especially in the class. It is sometimes a bit difficult, beta, because our class is in English medium and I focus mainly on teaching. So sometimes it can be a little bit less exciting, I understand, but please pay attention, okay? Take interest in what we are reading, if you
Sir,
can.
daily.
Come again, Aradhya.
Sir, daily. She was sleeping.
Okay, Prisha, beta, now be on camera together. Both of you sit next to each other. No distance. Get to next. Yeah, now, fine. Okay, now let's focus. All right. So what we are learning, there was this guy, Jairam Meena. Okay. What is his story? He was 12 years old when his grandfather took him with him, to different parts of his village, around his village, to plant saplings. So Jairam Meena learned this importance of planting saplings, planting trees from his grandfather. 40 years have passed. Now Jairam Meena is 52 years old, right? And he has made planting saplings his life's mission. It is the main purpose of his life. He planted 11 saplings in his grandfather's memory when he died. When his grandfather died, then in his memory, he planted 11 saplings. This gave him bigger goals. This gave him bigger goals. After planting 11 saplings, he thought, I can do more. Planting 1,100 saplings, then 31,000 more, then 1.1 million saplings. My goodness. My grandfather would often say that planting a sapling is as pious a task as performing a yagya. All right. His grandfather said very funny things. His grandfather said that planting a sapling is as pious. Pious means, you understand, children?
No, sir.
Okay. Pious.
That's Shuddha.
Okay. Adi, do you understand what pious means?
No, sir.
Okay. So, beta, pious means something that is related to God and worship. That is called pious. Okay. For example, for Hindus, Ganga Jal is pious and holy. All right. Understand? So pious is something that is, as Raj said, Shuddha, Pavitra, Pak. Okay. That is pious. Okay. So his grandfather said that planting sapling is as pious a task as performing a yagya. तो बेटा हम लोग यज्ञ करवाते हैं ना, और कुछ लोग यज्ञ करवाते हैं और कहते हैं बहुत बहुत पवित्र काम कर रहे हैं, यज्ञ करवा रहे हैं. So his grandfather said that planting saplings is just same as doing yagya. Okay, and the way it is written here, yajna. Okay, performing a yajna. Okay, yagya. Years later, कई साल बाद, years later, I heard a holy man in Rishikesh repeat the same words, says Jairam. As okay, years later, कई साल बाद, I heard a holy man. A holy man means beta?
Holy man.
Okay, a holy man is also a person. Uh-huh.
पूजा पाठ करता हो.
A holy man is someone who should be respected because he is clean, pure. Yes, something like that. Something like that. Okay. Beta, all pandits are not holy men. Okay. मैं बताता हूँ. Okay. सुनो. आपने अपने country. Okay. Let me tell you. Okay. Let me speak, children. Let me speak. Okay. It's 4 o'clock. Okay, it's 4 o'clock. We will carry on tomorrow. All right, children. We didn't realize time is over. We will carry on tomorrow. Okay. Study hard, and I'll see you. Bye bye. Take care.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Bye bye.